Hello everyone, my name is Kevin, this is Share the Loop, and I'm here to tell you stories. Stories about what, you may ask? Well, this video was not supposed to be about this subject in particular. It was just a random idea that appeared out of the blue. It does happen sometimes. And first question you may think, seeing me, watching me, is why is he having like some sport clothes? Look, this is how I'm what I wear right now. You see, I have like this kind of leggings, you see, and you have like this kind of shorts made for the gym that are above them, you know, basically, you know, it's pretty trendy, you know, these days, where you have guys and I don't know if girls and women do this as well, but there is a lot of guys that have this, and I just decided to try it out. Now, what does it have to do? What does it have to do with anything that I'm telling about in this channel? Well, I was this morning at my gym, and I was on my elliptic bike, doing some loops. We do a lot of loops in the gym, and I was thinking, you know, I was like, okay, why is there any advantage to wear these kind of things? I admit it. I've bought it because I found it's trendy, but I was thinking, okay, what's going on? And I could not find any. I didn't thought about that, and that was just it. You know, I was just like, okay, well, whatever. Huh? I got back home and I decided to look for, because I always like to dive a bit deeper in antiquity and other subjects, and I was looking for information about the Dorians, just to know a bit more about these groups of people in ancient Greece. And I found a word. It was Laconophilia. And I was okay, I don't know. It seems that Dorians were Laconophiles. And the definition of it was the love and admiration for Sparta. And I was like, okay, yeah, what's going on here? And it started to click in my mind. I kind of felt like these shorts that I've told you about, this kind of look like, you know, like the skirts of Greek soldiers. And now you may think, okay, so first of all, these skirts, they are called pteryges. I'm going to, I guess, put like a picture here or there, I don't know where, for you to have an idea, but it's like this a strip of leather that surrounding the waist of a soldier. They are called actually like leather feathers. Funny. And I was like, there is maybe something. And now you may think like, hey, Kevin, what did you smoke? Nothing. I've never smoked. This is not one of my vices. Not that, at least. And yeah, so basically the love for Sparta. And you could call, yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, you know, but I dug deeper. So what is it? What is Laconophilia? Laconophilia means basically, why Laconophilia first? It comes from the region where was Sparta, that was Laconia. You have a word in French, I'm French, in case you haven't figured out, laconique, and I think it exists in English, and basically it means that someone that doesn't speak a lot. And it was linked with Spartan behaviors that were known to not being very, very chatty. Or there is as well this idea that there is not so much of a writing tradition from Sparta, And basically, there will be this kind of idea that people out there were pretty austere, not speaking a lot, and pretty stern, like laconic in this case. And with this idea that it will be admirable. So, if you want to resume it, Laconophilia is the idea of wanting to imitate Sparta because it was a model of stability, a model of government, especially if you're attracted by this idea of virtue, by order and discipline. Now, there is a lot of things going on here, because why is it so important? It still affects us today. It affects me. Like, why did I decide to buy this outfit? I was seduced by something, you know. I was seduced by this imagery, but I didn't know it was the case. I will tell you why afterwards. Well, Laconophilia was an idea basically of strength and of stability through the mix between the very the mix at a very close level between military and politics. And what we can know about that is that it still exists nowadays. And this will lead to racial Laconophilia. So what is it? It means that basically there is some races that will have like a direct link with Spartans. And there will be this idea precisely of people from the north of Europe that will be superior to the rest of people that will be in other countries. And this is what you will call Nordicism. And Nordicism means just that. People from the north are superior. This will lead later on to Aryanism, to the idea that the Aryan race is superior under the power of the Nazis. Now, it's actually there is another side as well that you find a lot in fascism. That is the representation of the male body, that is mechanized, that is shown as powerful and very one of the biggest elements that will lead the fascist ideology to become reality. For example, Italian fascist power with Mussolini will lead a lot to this idea. So, two elements here. You have first a superior race and this idea of the macho side that is shown more and more and more. We have, of course, destroyed these powers in the 20th century, so you may think like it's over, it's done. No. Nowadays, we still do have this, and it all started with a movie. You know the movie I'm going to talk about, the movie 300. Well, you have Leonidas and the other men of his army, of his regiment, that fights the Persian in the battle of Thermopylae to resist, to protect Sparta. And this movie will lead to two things. First of all, you have a lot of politic movement, a lot of people that wants to protect their country, but in a very anti-immigrant way, using protectionism a lot, and having this idea that democracy is good, but a strong hand from time to time, it's a good idea too. They will name themselves a lot following the Spartan, the Spartan words, the Spartan imagery, you know. So this is something that is actually a reincarnation of it, and something that is a bit hidden, and that I felt when I was in my gym is that it was infused inside the industry of sport itself, because we all know, following these pictures of these movies, 300, that Spartans are strong, they resist well, they have a strong body, they take good care of their physical form. But what do we see now when we think about Spartan? We don't actually speak about history much. We see it a lot in self-help books. It's all about productivity, about physical strength, about what the modern men can learn from Spartan men in the past. CrossFit as well. CrossFit. Someone told me a joke about CrossFit is that, like this. How do you know that someone is doing CrossFit? They will tell you, basically. And there is this idea of identity, of strength, of having this warrior set of mind that is both a mix of military and as well identity that is scary to me, you know. Sometimes CrossFit sounds a bit like a militia, like, you know, like this private group of armed people. There is a bit of this idea, you know. Maybe I'm being very European here, but that's how I feel myself, at least. And the gyms in general, you know, when you go to a gym, the gym is a very interesting space, and I think I will dedicate a video entirely about them. But first of all, you have this idea of industrialization of the body. The body of someone is its own project. The body of someone is made to be productive. The body of someone is a market as well. You invest in your body buying a gym subscription. And if you fail, well, this is your own responsibility. That's how the society wants to make you feel. Because if someone can do it, you can do it too, a bit like the American dream. But here, there is this idea of a productive machine, and it must give results. That's what I think. So overall, when I speak about Laconophilia, is that it's a tale. It's not real. Okay, you have to understand this. It's not real. Sparta had a different history. It was very unstable and it collapsed. Basically, there is two myths here, two tales that fight each other again through different incarnations, different times. Again, you have Athens and democracy, and Sparta and the idea that authoritarianism is not so much of a bad thing. And they fight and fight and fight. Not the real ones. It's not a reproduction of the past. It's a fantasy of the past, a tale, like I'm used to say on this channel a lot. So yeah, identity and protectionism versus liberalism and the openness to influence and the world. So a very interesting subject. Tell me what you think inside the comment section. This is my own point of view. This is my own idea, you know. I found a very interesting article on the website New Republic called "The Sparta Fetish is a Cultural Cancer." I will add the link in the description. Please comment, share, like, and activate the little notification bell to please YouTube our digital overlord. And I will see you very soon. Share the loop. Has history repeat itself over and over again. Thank you and goodbye. Have a great weekend. Bye.